Right, right. Let's see if we can get this to work. So, it's not really looking great, to be honest. Oh, God. I will just give it a minute or two because I know some people will arrive in a minute. Someone will arrive. Hi. To hear how it's all going. How is it going? How is it going? It's not going amazingly, everyone. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having one of those days today where it's like a bit of a nonsense day. A bit of a day where everything's sort of like going a bit weird and wacky and peculiar. So if you've been following my YouTube for a while, like pre-Moss, you'll know that things in my life don't always go according to plan. And it's quite comical at times, and also for me quite annoying. The van's on the road now. The van is on the road. The van's insured. The van's MOT. The van's taxed, and it's on the road. And we're in it. We've not got a bed in here yet. We're still fucking around, excuse my French, with this goddamn kitchen unit, which is driving me mad. So today is a nonsense day, and when I say a nonsense day, I mean one of those days where from morning to night everything goes wrong and everything goes weird and annoying. And it usually starts quite mild and builds up to a sort of like climax of ridiculousness. So this morning I woke up, I just couldn't get out of bed this morning. I felt so tired. I got out of bed, and I had a backlog of parcels to send from my Etsy account because I've been away for a week in Cornwall with my boyfriend, which has been lovely, really. And I come back, I wrapped those parcels. I had some to go to America and some to go to the Netherlands, some to go to the UK. So I get halfway to the shop, realise, fuck, I haven't got my goddamn mask. They're not going to let me in the shop. So I go back and I get the mask, which now lives in my pocket, which is really fucking annoying because I always forget this stupid thing. Just like I always forget my reusable bag, which I'm good at now. I do remember my reusable bags now. So I go get my mask, put my mask on. Where did you go in Cornwall? I went to Bude, that's where my boyfriend's family lives, and it's really nice. It's just on the border of Devon, so you get to get the best of both worlds. But I get to the post office, and I'm walking into the post office. There's a little tiny queue, and I'm just sort of like walking towards the queue, but also like sort of glaring at the magazines as I walk past. Not really into magazines, but they were there, and I was looking. And I get like just about 2 meters away from an old chap in front of me. I'm quite aware he's there. And before I get a chance to stop, he turns around and goes, puts his hand out like this, and I'm like, he points at the floor, like as if to say, keep your distance. And I'm thinking, right, okay, crazy guy here. Wait, and I finally get to the cashier, and I take my parcels there, and seemingly overnight, the price of postage to America has doubled. So I've got these parcels that I've sold on my Etsy, and now suddenly I'm having to pay half the postage myself, which is not ideal because, you know, it's not really what I want to be doing, paying someone else's postage. But there we go. That's apparently President Trump has done a thing, which means I have to put the price of the postage up. So I wasn't aware of that until today. So that annoyed me. I got back home and I'm in a hurry because I've got to get to Crewe because I've got to do someone's hair. Yay, that's good. I like doing people's hair because it means I get to be paid for doing something I enjoy. But it's an hour's drive, and I'm in my van. I'm not really used to driving it, and I was like getting in the wrong lane all the time, which annoyed me. That's kind of my fault, but it was annoying. It's just been one thing after another. There was an incident with some people that annoyed me on the road when I was trying to do a manoeuvre, and they were all in their big posh cars giving me hand gestures. And I thought, you know what a piece of shit today is. So I did this lady's hair, and it was really lovely. And I thought, you know what, cheer me up. I'm going to get back to the van, and I'm going to install the gas canister and test the gas ring, because that'll really cheer me up, because I know I can go out and make cups of tea in the van, I can go in the wilderness, even though I've got no bed yet, I can go out and I can do things in it, and I can be excited about that. That's like going to be a really nice thing. So I get back, and I've got this little jigger here, which is kind of cool, because I said I didn't want a large gas bottle on the kitchen unit, so I've got these little chaps, which means that I can have one of these gas bottles on, because it's only a one ring burner, so I don't really need a huge gas bottle taking up loads of space. So I wanted to put one of these on it, which is great. So these work fine. This works. This doesn't leak, and it sends gas up to the hob, and it works. So I fitted it all, and I turned it on, and I'll show you now what happened. And it's just really just put a downer on my day. So let's just do a switcheroo here. So I had it all set up, and I turned this, and I clicked the clicker. I could hear gas coming. Superb. Click the clicker. Flames come out of here. Then flames started shooting out of here. Flames started shooting out the knob, and I've singed all the freaking hairs off the back of my arm. I've burnt my arm, and I'm really annoyed. Because I paid a fucking £105 for this goddamn Smev sink hob combo thingy, because they're awesome. But have flames shooting out of the knob dial aggressively. So that's really put it out, because I saved up a lot of money selling my stuff on Etsy, my little crafts that I've spent a lot of time making. I spent a lot of time making this stuff to save up for bits and pieces to fit into my van. So to find out that in May, this was in May, so I can't even send this back now because I bought it off eBay. I spent £105 on this sink hob combo, which was a really good idea at the time. It took me ages to get all these pieces for it and get it fitted. And to find out today that flames are firing out of the knob, it's really just disillusioned me. And really just done my head in, to be honest. And I'm sorry to moan and whinge and have a rant, but this is real life, so not everything on YouTube's fluffy and pretty and filtered and sexy. Sometimes things are just shit. Like my hob. So if anyone has any suggestions on how to fix a flame throwing knob, please be my saviour here, because otherwise I'm just going to have to spend another £100 and something buying a new one. Yeah, I was thinking it maybe it would be a gasket. I mean, I've looked underneath and the pipes underneath look okay. I called my brother like, oh my god, Dale, please let me know what I can do, because I'm just so annoyed with it. I'm so annoyed. And he said, don't keep trying to light it, because you'll probably end up melting the knob, which will make it even worse. So yeah, that's today. I've not been on for a while, and I get that. I've been trying to work a lot on my little shop, so I can afford some things. And if I haven't got things to install into the van, then I haven't got videos to make. But I have just purchased I purchased this the other day. I sold a necklace, so I purchased a tap. So that needs fitting, but not to the sink apparently. So I need to buy a new one now. And I purchased a split charge relay kit, which hopefully fucking works. I'm really starting to be pissed off with eBay recently, because people just seem to be selling their junk that doesn't work. I mean, this tap is second hand off eBay, so I don't even know if this works yet. This might not even work. I mean, in about 2 months' time, when I finally get to test this tap, I'm probably going to find out that it fires water out of the handle or something. Or maybe it even fires flames. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, I mean, I've ordered a split charge relay, and hopefully I'm going to get a bed in soon. I just keep ordering things as I can afford them, really. But I have fitted another thing. If you want to see it, I'll show you. I'll show you it. It. Yeah, that's true. I could just fit it and plumb the gas to the tap and just fire flames at the side of the pan or fire flames at the side of the kettle and hope for the best. So, something I have fitted, which is I kind of like it. I think it's cool. I'll show you now. So, I just wedge you here. Just my car. Just wedge you there. What am I doing? So I've done this. Extra space. And that's really cool. I'm going to go ahead and close that. I can hear someone walking past and I kind of feel a bit weird talking to my camera. So I fitted like a little bit of extra workspace here. Yeah, the brackets are off eBay. They work. They don't not work. That's good. Yeah, so they're good. They're a cool thing. That's a cool thing, and it's just made out of pallet wood, really. And I just do this. That goes back down. So that's something I've done. That's something. I mean, extra workspace is really cool and handy to have because it's a really small space. So if I can sort of like utilise the space to its maximum, that's freaking awesome. So then I've got that workspace there, and then obviously I've got this workspace here. You can't see it if I get out of the way. I've got this workspace here as well. So I've got sort of like an L-shaped kitchen area that all folds away. It's not looking amazing at the moment, obviously, because I've got to sort of pretty it up a little bit. I've got some little. I also bought these because I sold a birthday card that I've made. I also make birthday cards. I sold the birthday card, which meant I could afford these little dangly pegs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a curtain on here rather than a cupboard door. That means when the bed's pulled out to about here, I can still sort of open the top of the curtains and reach in if I need to grab stuff, which was a problem we had in the old van, is that once the bed was made, you couldn't really reach anything with great ease. So I'm hoping that we can. I've got a little curtain there that's sort of as wide as the cabinet that I can still reach in and grab things when the bed's made. So yeah, I've got a kitchen that doesn't have a functioning hob right now. So I'm hoping that we can solve that somehow. If not, I'm going to have to flog the bloody sink to someone who can fix it, and then I'll just buy a new one, I think, because not ideal really when you're in a wood-clad van that your sink's firing flames out at you. That's a hurdle that we're having to cross, but hopefully when the split charge system comes. I've also ordered a whale water pump. I've ordered a new one of those. It's only like £12. So hopefully when the whale water pump comes and the split charge relay comes, I can test the tap. I wonder if I can. No, I can't test the tap right now because I don't have a pump. Yeah. Where do we go from here? I was hoping to go away next month in August, go on a trip with my friend, but it's kind of looking a bit slim at the moment because I can't seem to make any progress. And everything's fucking up. So, yeah. But at least the sink's plumbed in. Did I show you that the sink's plumbed in? So, I'll show you anyway. So one thing my brother did do, let's flip this camera, is that I have a wastewater pipe that drops straight outside, so it saves me loads of space, so I don't have to have a wastewater tank in here carrying it out. I can just put a bucket underneath or park over a grid or whatever, and the waste just goes straight out the bottom. So that will save loads of space. Yeah, I mean, I think small vans are probably way forward. Right now, if you don't need the space, I will get there. I'll get there eventually. It just, there's always going to be hurdles. I mean, when I had the van with Dave, I mean, the van itself was always breaking down. So, I mean, at least this van is, bloody hell, touch wood, Jesus. At least this van is mechanically sound. The other side, cheap. Yeah, I mean, you can convert a van for cheap depending on how you want to live in it. I mean, some people are quite happy with putting a camp bed in the back and having a portable camping stove and just a bottle of water and a little plastic jug as a sink, and not having it laid out fixed. So if you basically want a tent on wheels, then you can do it for really cheap. You just buy a van, whack a bed in the back, which I have seen people do. I mean, when I've been travelling, I've seen chaps that obviously just wanted to get away, and they've got like an empty van in the back that they've half-arsely clad, threw a camp bed in, and they've just got a portable stove, and they've just hung some curtains up, and that's it. So of course you can do it for really cheap. You can do it for next to nothing. But if you want a little bit more comfort and you want it to feel cozy and homely, then you kind of have to spend a bit of money. Oh, my battery's low. You kind of do have to spend a little bit of money, otherwise you are going to look like you're in just a metal tent. And obviously, being a girl, I like a little bit of comfort. Like, it would be nice to have a proper sink with running water, and it would be nice to have a cooker that didn't spit flames at me. And it would be nice to have a fixed bed that can be a bed or can be a seat, and it would be nice to have lighting that worked in the back and chargers and stuff. I mean, it doesn't have to be super creature comforts for me, but I like it to be some sort of quality, you know. So yeah, you can do it cheap, or you can do it semi-cheap. Or you can do it super expensive and get someone else to do it for you and pay like 10 grand to have it like tip-top American style immaculate. But I like something in between. I like the rough look, I like the rough and ready look, but I also like to have some comfort, so depends what you want. And I've also tried to recycle as much as possible, so like the idea of buying the frickin' hob off eBay, I mean, I could have spent like £30 more and just got a brand new one. But the idea of buying it just a little bit cheaper on eBay is that it's second hand, and that I'm not supporting a demand for loads of new stuff, and I'm recycling old stuff. But obviously there's some people on eBay who like to sell you utter shit and just rip you off and take your money and run. So that's kind of rich shit, really, and not ideal. But if it does work, then you've saved money and you've sort of done your bit for the environment, I guess. Oh. Yeah, that's true. Also, I mean, I think with the new sort of desire to have a camper van and make your own camper van, do a lot of people have turned to van life now because life is expensive. Like, buying a house is expensive, and it also sort of landlocks you to one place, which is boring. And if you can live in a van, it is extremely cheap, actually, especially if you can make a living on the road. And it's fun, and it's exciting, and it's freeing, and it's liberating, and it's all those things that are nice. So yeah, vans have gone up, unfortunately. I mean, I paid 1,000, I paid 1,300 for this, which is not what I expected to pay for a little van, really. I could have bought a big van for that, at least I thought. Yeah, vans have gone up. But I will get this bloody project finished eventually. It's just difficult at the moment with being busy, being fucking skint when I'm spending all my money on shit that doesn't work. So I've put up the lights as well, so I'll show you those if you like. The lights are up, but they're not rigged in yet. The wires don't go to them, they're just on the wall to sort of get an idea of what they look like when they're on. And then my brother is going to wire those in for me once the split charge comes in the battery. I'll show you. I put them up anyway, so that you can see them. Some of it off the floor. So we've got, up here on the ceiling, we've got my little ceiling light, which I think is kind of cute. And then over here I've got, this is a touch light, so that sort of rotates and swivels, and that's when you're in bed and you're reading. So that's a touch when you touch that, and then the LED comes on, and you touch it again and it goes off. And then around the rim here, there's actually these two little lines. That's actually a blue mood light. So if you just want a bit of blue night light, that little strip there turns blue, and you touch it again and it turns off. And I've also got another one of those up there, so it will shine onto my cooker and sink in the night when I'm sort of like washing dishes or whatever it is you're doing, then like making a cup of tea or whatever. So that's the same. It's just touch. You touch it. It's touch. No buttons and jiggers. Yeah, the spotlights were so expensive. I bought those when I was working on moss. And obviously moss fell through because of reasons that were unfortunate. And I think I paid about, what did I pay for? It was really expensive. They come from America, and I'm fairly sure they were like £20 each. I think I went mad. I was like really excited. Hello there. Oh, you have a picture of those lights, yeah, so you know what they look like. I just thought they were really snazzy. I kind of like the brass and copper thing, and I mean, I've got my little copper kettle, which I also bought from America when I bought moss, which I love. I love this kettle. Yet to use it though. Will I get to use it? Who knows? Because the hob is being a pain in the ass. Oh, water just came out of that. Oh no, I tell a lie. I have used this. Me and my brother went in the van and had a cup of tea the other week, but we used his portable hob. So I have used that kettle, and it worked, and it was lovely and glorious. So, did I use it? If I've used it, why does it still have a sticker on the bottom? Did we use my brother's kettle? That's weird. I'm sure we used this kettle. Oh, it's got water in. Yeah, we did use this kettle. I remember my brother saying the whistle on it was shit. That's weird. How can we have used this kettle and there's a sticker on the bottom that hasn't burned? Mysterious. Maybe the flames went around the outside and didn't touch the sticker in the middle. You know, that is crazy. That is really weird. I'll have to fire that up again and see if that sticker burns. Yeah, crazy weird stuff. Nothing's making sense to me today. I'm on one of those days where nothing is making sense whatsoever. So yeah, anyway, that's a little update for you. A little hectic, crazy, weird, spooky goings on, nothing's going right update. What? Alright, come in. My brother's got pizza for me, so I'm gonna go and get pizza. So right, I'm going to log off because my battery's about to die. I'm going to go and get some pizza. And hopefully, next time I have an update for you, the fucking gas ring isn't going to be shooting flames out the knob. Because that's not ideal. That is dangerous. So dangerous. Yeah, so I'm going to go get pizza. Peace out, y'all. Oh, and you can catch me on the gram if you want to catch me on the gram. Don't really do a great deal on there, but I'm on there and I will talk to you. It is boho on the go, and it's all underscores between each word. And also, if you want to buy some of my crap, then you can also check out my Etsy on there. I'll see you all soon. Oh, can't get off. Here we go. I'm going.